Namaskaram, Sri Matre Namaha. Today I am here to share with all of you the importance of energy. What is the energy is about and how important the energy is to be having it in our life. There are few factors that we need to look into: where we live, how we live, and what kind of energy there is in the place where we live. Everyone in life keep searching for success and happiness. Success and happiness are very, very important for each and every one of us. And we work very hard, we study very hard, we create different kind of possibilities and upgrade ourselves with knowledge and skill so that we can create a greater future for ourselves, which is very important. But the truth behind a lot of things is, it is not just our education or kind of skill that we have. It is also our success also determines by the kind of energy we circle it around us. What kind of energy do we have around us? How these energies come in place with us? How this energy is created in our environment. These are all important factors for our growth. The growth can be in any area of your life, whether it's work, whether it's relationship, whether it's your health, and also your spiritual awakening. So the factors are, number one is, there are few factors. Number one, it is very important to understand the energy in the place where you live. Place where you live will be one of the major factors in your life's success, in your career or health front, or also relationship. So the energy in your place will eventually determine how healthy you are going to be, how successful are you going to be in your career. Of course, there are periods of our time where some are positive, some are weak, some are challenging, which also can be seen in our planetary chart of our birth chart, our Vedic horoscopes in our life. But the place where you live simply can determine whether you are going to be living in a good energy environment or it's going to be negative. You will be able to know by the kind of things that happens in your life. So you have to find out what kind of energy is placed in the place where you live, whether it's a condo, whether it's a landed house, whether it's in a farmhouse. Everything plays a very important role, because whatever energy, residues of those energies, you may be looking at a house which is looking so beautifully made, done and built, but you have to know that the energy of the earth in that place will not change. It will be there. There are many ways to clear the energy of the place where you live. Purification of the place where you live, where your house is built, where your condo is standing, it's very important. The purification of the earth, of the land, because the earth energy is a very old energy. Earth belongs to many, many people. Today you are living in this part of the place. After 100 years, somebody else would be living there. But how do you know that whatever residues which was there is being cleared? Most of the time, it's not cleared. So there are processes of certain kind of purification prayers you need to do to clean the place where you live. It's not, I have decorated the house, I have painted the house, I've cleaned the house so many times, I'm moving into this house, I've got the best furnitures, best painting, I have a lot of CCTVs to watch around. No, ma, this will not play. What actually happens there is the energy. The energy, there are a lot of unseen energies. So you need to be in certain frequency of your own self, in the energy level, for you to understand the energy that is being there in the place where you live. By purifying these energy, by clearing these energy, you will be able to live in that place in a very, very peaceful way. But if you do not clean these energy, if you do not clear these energy, if in your life at that moment you could be ill, or you could be having a very challenging career or a relationship, and these energies, residues, can interfere very strongly in those areas of your life. Now we'll go to the second part of the purification of energy. Now the second part of the understanding of energy. How can you know, how can you guide yourself to find out whether the energy of your house where you live is clean? There are methods to know. There are methods to know the purification, how clean it is, and how you can guide yourself understanding that. There are certain kind of calculation of Panchabhuta Sastra you can do. You can understand the elements of the house. You can understand the position, how the thing is being placed. According to that, we can understand what type of energy. There are certain special spiritual techniques to understand it, what actually the level of energy, and how dense is that energy, how gross is that energy which is there presiding in the place where you live. And then the second very important factor also is the direction of the place where you live. This is just based on the directions of the earth also. Each of the directions, like north, east, west, south, and all these directions are also called Vaastu. These directions scientifically will actually help you to feel the energy, how each direction will play. So it is more easier for you to choose directions of north, northeast, east directions to live, which is more easier. But when you choose certain directions like south, southeast, northwest, west, these directions are a little challenging, because in our own karmic horoscope, in our chart, certain planets are placed in certain directions, and sometimes those planets which is sitting in our own karma in a very sensitive direction, what happens is when we start living in a home where the directions are not very positive, that will create a greater level of discomfort to our life. So sometimes in this kind of direction, it can cause a lot of physical illness, emotional well-being, emotional distress, and loss of relationships, a lot of misunderstanding and quarrel, and loss of finance, loss of reputation. Theft is also being described in this kind of direction. So the best directions that you can use is north, east or northeast, which is more easier to handle. Now the next question is, what if I do not have such a direction? I've got a home which is in a negative, not negative, which is in a more weaker direction, like south or southwest or northwest. What can I do with that? So what can you do? You can purify your environment and you can reshape or restructure certain things in your place where you live so that it will bring positive energy into your environment. By doing that, also you will be able to help yourself, or by placing certain very powerful yantras which are configured and done a prayer in a very correct way. Those yantras can be placed in your house where the energy will be realigned in your environment, and that energy will be able to help you to restructure the energy of your environment. Now I'll go to the third part. Now let's look into the third part of this important factor. When a person lives in a house, many incidents can take place in that premises. There could be even funerals in that home. There could be accidents in that home. There could be a lot of painful emotions, relationship breaking down, illness, very bad illness. So all these energies, including people dying in that place, all these are considered certain level of dense energy. You have to clear these energies. You have to do a purification method of prayers to clear this energy. Once you clear these energies, then you will be able to live in that place and reconfigure a good spiritual energy, which again, that will suit you. You have to reconfigure a very pure, purified energy in that environment. You see, when certain incident takes place in a particular place, in a particular house, in a particular environment, it could be even a building where you work, anything. What happens is, these residues of these energies are left there for many reasons. Sometimes when a person dies, they do not move forward in a correct way. When they do not move forward in a correct way, those residues of that energy also left there. So it is very important to clear these residues of energy. Once you clear these energies, reconfigure a proper energy. Place whatever you are praying to, or you don't have a deity, or you do not have a figure or a deity to pray to, or you have a light that place the light in the nice positive environment, positive direction, and create beautiful energy in that space. By doing that, create chanting mantras. Let some good sounds, music to fill that environment. Use very beautiful light shades of colors. Colors play a very important energy also. So by doing so many small factors within your reach, you will be able to create the environment in more holistically, so that you can live in that place, and whatever energy there is must be purified so it does not interfere with your own mind, your own emotions. Because as you live in this world, each one of us have different types of karma. As we are born here, we have different types of karma. We all have different baggages that we need to carry and we need to complete in this birth. So everybody has a challenging experience in life. Everybody's experience is important and very painful for that person. We can't evaluate that this person's life is more powerful and this person's experience is weak. No, we all have certain weight that we carry. So for us to move forward in life, for us to become very successful in our career, we need to create a very peaceful state of mind all the time. How can I be peaceful all the time? How is it possible? I am talking to many people. I'm dealing with a lot of complete confusions in my office. How can I do it? And the most important is the state of your mind. So where you live also plays this role. Where you live helps you to have a better state of mind. The state of mind is very important. Every day, create little bit of space for yourself in where you live. So the energy of the space you live will play the greater role in helping you to emotionally grow to be a better person. Because you need to talk to people, you need to deal with people, you need to handle people with a lot of pain or whatever situation you have. You may have children who are very challenged. You may have a relationship that is very challenged. So all the time you need to come to a state of peace in your life. So how can I be in a state of peace all the time in my life? That's the final factors of life. The very important factors. How can I be happy and peaceful all the time? Which is very impossible. No, it is possible. You can be happy and peaceful all the time. How? The most important is that there are many incidents happens around you. With families, with friends, with working environment, with relationship, many areas. But how can I be at peace with everybody at the same time? You have to understand the deeper truth of your own life journey. The deeper truth of your own life journey is you. You are the most important person here. You are the main factor of everything. From you, everything happens. Through you, everything happens. Through you only every energy is created. Whether you are creating angry energy, positive energy or painful energy, everything is happening from you to the other part of you in your surrounding. So you have to understand that when we come into this world, we all carry a lot of burdens and come. And we are trying to get ourselves cleaned, mind cleaned, emotionally clean. At the same time, we create many different relationships. Relationship with our parents, relationship with our children, relationship with the people that we work with, relationship with our partner. So all these relationships has a lot of energy interference, energy exchange that is happening every single moment in our life. The first energy need to be updated is in our mind. how we think and how we accept things around us. We need to accept the fact that this is a journey of a very beautiful life, and it happens once, right now, whatever is happening to our life right at this moment. We are not sure about what's going to happen tomorrow and later years, but we are sure of what's happening at this moment. So be in the present state of your life. Do exactly what you need to do for this moment. For this moment, I need to study, I need to focus, I need to bring that energy into my life. And especially in all kind of relationship in our life, we have to accept the fact is that both people, whether whoever this relationship is about, whether your children or your parents or anyone, both people are moving in a certain directions. There are some things that we will accept from others. There are some things that we will not accept from others. But it does not make the relationship negative. We need to understand we can't change someone's life to accommodate into our life. When that happens, means that that's not the person you want. We can't change somebody's life to accommodate into our life. That's not possible. We have to accept everybody's weakness. There is no faults in life. There is no negativity in anybody. There are weaknesses in everybody. Why the weaknesses take place? Because somebody wants more love, somebody wants more truth, somebody is searching for a right, somebody is in a more deeper pain. So everyone has a reason. So you can only play your role in the most honorable way in your life. If you have to play a role as a father or a mother, play your role correctly. But what happens in the end, you cannot carry the karma of somebody else. You can only carry your karma. You are assigned to carry only your burden. So in that manner, every single moment of your life, every single actions of your life, you need to ask yourself, is this the right thing that I should do? Is this the right way? Is my approach towards the person? It is the holistic way is my approach in life. So by not hurting others' feeling, by also not hurting your own feelings, you will be able to carry out your duties in the most honorable way. You have to accept other people's weaknesses and you have to carry out your duty without any expectation, any conditions. In relationship, there should never be conditions and there should also not be any expectation. Right now, you are there, I'm able to give that amount of love, I'm able to share this and just do that. It's all in that moment. Don't worry about what's going to be there for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not going to be there, but today you are there. Today whatever you do will determine the growth of every single relationship, every single actions in your life. So these are the important energy. Whatever energy you are giving, give from yourself the most positive energy to people. So in the end, you will also receive the most positive energy. If you smile at somebody, somebody will in return will smile at you. If you shout at somebody and somebody's emotion will trigger and they will shout. So it's the energy that you give that it's returning to you. So everything is about your heart, it's about your feelings, it's about your growth. When you grow, everybody around you grow along with you. If you smile, everybody around you will smile along with you. My blessings to all of you. Pranam.